want to keep running.
Yeah, that's fine.
The Adrenaline Junkies podcast. We've got a ton of stuff going on between personal life, adrenaline junkie life, derby life, everything. We've got a lot to talk about. We're excited about the next month and a half of derbies that are coming up. We got some big news about an additional sponsor. We've been working hard getting merch ready. We love seeing it out there with all you guys. So we'll have some of that later on. Start off first thanking our sponsors. As always, we've got Babbs Custom Signs. He's been working this week getting us some more stickers. We've been having a huge request for those. So we got some more of those hot off the press I got to pick up this week before we head down to Bourbon. Got some bigger ones, some smaller ones. We're excited to work with him. As always, he's offering the roof sign deal, $175 for a roof sign. Kinley, can you go adjust the camera real quick? We're getting reports that we're blurry. But yeah, we got our roof sign deal with Jason. Door wrap. Get up close and personal with Kinley real quick.
Is it?
Yeah.
Go back to our camera real quick. So
I'm on it. A little bit more. Sorry, guys. There. It was good. Technical difficulties. This is what happens whenever you work out of your workshop.
Yeah, man.
You're adjusting. Do the manual focus, the front part of it.
I was trying.
Oh.
There we go.
A little bit back the other way. I swear it looks good on my end. That looks good.
Good.
We're a little crooked, but that's good enough for today.
Yeah, it's pretty good on the.
Sorry about that, y'all. Back to Jason. Maybe. So we got our roof signs, $175, or pair of door wraps for $185. Get with us or get with him. A portion of that does go into helping fund the podcast. We're really appreciative, goodness, of him helping us out that way. He's been a ton of help with us with adjusting logo stuff and just support in general. So Babbs Custom Signs for all your sign needs. We got TNT Load, Fab, local guy to us, fellow derby guy, does all kinds of work. Any type of flat metal work. He's expanding more and more each week.
Yeah, he's come a long ways, and he's starting to do some really cool stuff. So.
Yeah, we got some products that he does up on the screen: radiator guards, taco plates, bumper kits, arch plates, wheel centers, bead protectors. You think of it, he's in the process of making it if he's not already. So we're really appreciative. Goodness, I cannot say that word today.
Appreciative.
I think I need another one. But Tyler's been awesome. Great friend for many years, and he came on board here recently, and we can't thank him enough. As always, we got the Wicked team. Austin and Madeline have been huge supporters to us. Everything they do is awesome. They've helped coach us and give us opportunities that we didn't think would happen for years, let alone this quick. So make sure and support them at Sturgis and down in Tennessee later in the year. Jarrett's mom, Jess, Richey, Archie, Campbell, they stepped up and gave us some money to help us get started way back when we was just an idea. We can't appreciate them. Just did it again. I'm going to just quit using that word. Can't thank them enough for everything that they do. And then our new one that we've picked up today, actually, just a few hours ago. My slide is not loading. There There
I
it
think
is.
everything is kind of screwed up right now because it says like Jordan Kirkham is watching about 30 times.
Yeah,
on
I
my
think
screen.
must be a solar flare or whatever they
Mhm.
say screws up technology.
Yeah.
Sun's trying to come back out. But today we picked up solar control window tinting. They're out of St. Anthony, Indiana. What is that noise?
It's a vehicle.
We need a better shop. It is window tinting down St. Anthony, Indiana, over towards Jasper area. Trent, the owner, is one of my absolute best friends. He races street stocks at Salem Speedway. I help him in the pits on that, but the work that he turns out Monday through Friday is absolutely untouchable. They do auto, residential, and commercial window tinting. They also do push to start, car starters, key fobs. There we go. As you can see in the slide, he can do anything from personal vehicles to work vehicles to excavators to golf carts. Top left photos of Salem Speedway. He got to do the press box on it. He does absolutely amazing work.
Very clean work.
Yeah, the stuff that they post is, I don't even understand some of the stuff, why they get filmed, but you just look at it and it's like, goodness, that looks so much better. They do commercial, like doctor's offices. They put the privacy screen on, so you can't be seeing the computer screens on the people across from you. Just anything and everything. They've got some top-notch stuff. So we're extremely appreciative of him. We're going to be with him through Salem this year. We done talked about doing some content up there, doing some films, trying to do some behind-the-scenes stuff. So we're excited to work with him and see where his season takes him. He's got a brand new car being built for Salem this year. Got to check it out yesterday, and it is so cool. I'm excited to turn some wrenches on it this year. We actually talked about your dad a little bit last night about the old super stock days and
Oh boy, he's
how the roots of Salem Speedway got started with me. So it was cool having that conversation with him.
he sends me. My dad does almost daily super stocks and stuff for sale, or Sean Smith when he builds cars, and I'd be willing to bet here within a few years he's gonna bust out the money. He's just gonna go back to racing. He's plumb tore up about it.
So it's been a few years, but we was up at the Halloween race, and it was before I was helping Trent. I was sitting up there with your dad in the stands, and there was a car for sale in like the concourse down below.
Mm-hmm.
We went down and looked at it, and he's like,
I was there. Yeah, I remember that.
That was like the third trip when you got there.
Yeah.
He's like, what would it take for us to go racing again? I was like, a car.
Yeah.
Let's go. But yeah, there's a lot of history between that track, Jordan's Derby there.
Yep.
You didn't get to run that, did you? You was,
No, I signed up and I had the car and everything for the year they were the second year Toast had it, and then
I was
Couple
signed
months
up for
before.
that.
and I ruined that one.
Yep. What else we got? As always, want to thank Carla for her help with some of our design work. I know I keep preaching every time that stuff's coming, but it is. Been working a ton of hours as well as everybody up here. We've got stuff coming that's going to be cool. I mean, last show we discussed another option that we wanted to do. I just got to find time to sit down and make it happen. But Carla's working behind the scenes with me on that. Paca Punch Creations. So we thank her. And speaking of upcoming events, J.R. Rouse is putting on that Carnage at the Coliseum in a couple weeks. I saw a lot of Woodward names, related names on that list.
No surprise.
So I messaged her earlier. She ain't got back with me yet, but I'm going to try and get her to get some content for us to
Super cool.
talk about. while she's up. I'm assuming she's going to be up there. I saw her brother and brother-in-law's name on there. So we're going to try and get some stuff from up there. So we're excited about that. But yeah, speaking of upcoming events, you guys ready for next weekend?
No.
Yes.
No.
No, I'm ready.
I am, but I'm not.
So we've got Bourbon Beatdown at Freedom Hall, put on by Twisted Metal Motorsports. That's coming up next Saturday. Actually, about any minute, they're getting ready to do a giveaway. So if you see us glued to our phones, I've got my name in on that. So if you see me knock the whole stage over, I've won, and I've got stuff to get ready for by next weekend. But yeah, we're excited to get down there. March 1st, we're going to have planning on having some merch shot out of the cannon down there by the Twisted Metal team. That's pretty cool. They offered that to us, so we're going to try and get with them early so that way we can give some merch out to you guys on top of having some available from the trailer as well. So if you do see us, say hi, flag us down. We'll be able to get any merch for you. Speaking of merch, we got our t-shirts, hoodies, small all the way up to 4X until we run out. We've redone our hats. So we've got a black and white, flat bill and regular, a solid black, flat bill and regular, and a red and black, flat bill and regular. Regular being the bent bill.
Richardson style.
Yeah.
Super comfortable.
So
Yeah, this is
Like my favorite hat.
yeah,
that I own now.
this is probably jumped the list on the most grabbed hats that I wear all the time, and I think everyone else is liking it too. Shout out Chad.
Yeah.
He was loving it.
he sent it all the way to Dominican. Is that where he was
Yeah.
at?
Somewhere.
Somewhere warm that we were not.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're super excited to see some more of that.
If you don't see us out and about, I think everyone sitting here and everyone a part of the group, we're in section 332. Come find us.
Come find us. You can hang out with us.
Yep.
Yes, sir.
Don't know how much we'll be up there, but when the show's going on, I say we will be.
Yeah.
Beforehand, I'm sure we'll be out socializing and trying to see who we can see.
Supposedly it's not supposed to be super cold out. so
57 degrees with a very, very small chance of rain first thing in the morning.
I'll take that. That's good chances right there.
For compared to what we've had for the last 2 or 3 weeks, I'll gladly take that.
Yeah.
Like black.
I've been welding all day, so
Yeah,
my
that's what it
face, my
looks
face
like.
has black
You
all
put your
over. it.
comments on.
Oh no. Am I missing something? How do I do that?
Wiggins, we can hook you up on one of these hats.
Oh, we got
Just,
all kinds of stuff.
Just PM one of us on which style and what color you want.
Yeah. Mafia TV's in here. What's up, guys? Tanner. I've been missing all kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, Wiggy. I'll try and remember to bring some whenever I meet you in a couple weeks, if not before. I got my first mission for Team Show. Wiggins edition.
Wiggles.
Yep. Cameron, I saw that you destroyed that hoodie. It's now hung up in the rafters of the shop because I don't know if he's taken it off since he got it. Boy's been working in it, but we sure appreciate it. It cracked me up when Cody sent me that earlier. Yep. We got Murdered Vic watching on TikTok. Pretty cool. We are live on TikTok, YouTube, and Facebook. We finally got enough on TikTok to go live. We just hit 800 followers last night on TikTok, so that's growing quick too.
No kidding.
I've ran out of videos to post on there, so I got to do better at getting more of those.
We've had people send some in. We're still.
Yeah, speaking of that, I'm having technical difficulties. So for whoever messaged me and asked me when it would be done, and I said the end of this week, I lied. So sorry, but I'll get it. I just got to work a couple things out.
Yep. Me and Kinley's both working on 2 different aspects of videos. Hers is way farther than mine. I got enough. Mine is progress to hey guys, send us videos. I've not started anything else. But we're hoping to have a couple different variations of videos. As you guys saw several episodes back, we had one that had to use a potty break. So we're going to have a potty break video. Walker, that one's going to be for you. But we're also doing an intro video. So instead of having that ticker time going down and just being the background, we want videos that we've captured along with people that do follow us and are paying attention, participating to be able to be showcased. We'll try and change that up throughout the year, and as we get more of our own and more exciting stuff happens. So
It'll definitely be easier once the season. The season's technically kicked off, but once the season around here takes off, and we'll be at a whole bunch of shows.
Yep.
So if you want to be in the video, do something cool.
Yeah.
We're going to be there, probably videotaping. So just do something really cool, and we'll put you in there.
Yeah. Hopefully,
Guaranteed spot.
mine and Kinley's camera skills are
Between
pointing the
both
right
of us,
place.
we can probably get it.
I don't know. Cross did that hit, and I swore on everything on me that I got that rollover. Kinley was yelling at me across the track. Did you get it? Did you get it?
Hey.
And I was all pumped, and I went back and watched, and I was pointing at him. I wasn't recording.
His eyes were on that.
Yeah. I saw it. The camera saw it, but
The camera's over here. Cody's like,
no.
damn, that's
It's
good
just
hit.
getting play.
Just the little red button. Yeah. So
back to Bourbon.
yeah, let's do that. Go ahead.
They posted the schedule for that. I don't have it pulled up necessarily right here at the moment, but I can.
It's on there.
Yeah, we do. They're gonna run the MWFA, the mowers, the street stock class, minivan, mini truck, SUVs, the mini car class, and then they're gonna end the night with the old school full size class. They mix it up a little bit. They put some mini car action, big car, mini car, big car. Trying to keep the crowd's attention. I don't know. I think that'll help a lot.
Yeah.
Because most of the guys are like, can we just get on with it? And then finally they get on with it. But here, I think they're going to keep the act out the whole night.
Yeah. What we've been told by people that have heard stuff from people, I think they're going to keep the pace rocking.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to them getting the track put in there. I think the track's going to end up being great. Robbie has made a couple posts about it, and the Florian Dirt Works guys, and actually the company I work for, the dirt goes in like the middle of this week, and then for at least 1 or 2 days straight, they're going to do nothing besides work that dirt and make it, tip top.
It ought to be hard, and it ought to be very fast.
Yeah. Yep.
Kinley beat me to it. Or text it to me, whichever is easiest.
Tanner, I will definitely be screen recording that.
But yeah, any big show like this, the amount of work and money that goes into it on the promotion side of it. I've been a driver, I've been a promoter, nothing to this scale on either side of it. But promoters want to see you guys out there running. We don't want to see the red X's and but as a driver, I get that. Like you have to have both sides of it. You can't have everybody going crazy because you're going to have a 5-minute derby and it's going to be even more luck than what it is already. This game is 100% luck and 50% luck, 50% time in the garage. But
luck, and then about 20% of it's the time you put in the garage.
But
maybe a little bit more time in the garage. But
I feel like where a lot of people miss the point when they say that they want you to hit, you don't have to half track cars.
No, like you don't have to be handing out 50 footers for a half hour, but
like if you got a 5 or a 10-foot shot, they want you to step on the gas whenever you take that shot.
Lay the quarter fender over on a car. Like, make it look cool at least.
Yeah.
But
that's where guys always are like, well, it's a stock car. I don't tear up my stuff. Well, you can make smart shots and it's not going to hurt.
Oh, yeah.
That's more what I feel like the guys on the wall are hunting for. As long as you're actively hitting and not just sitting in one spot going back and forth.
Making an effort at it.
Right. And if you got 12 other guys out there going absolutely wild and you're the one guy in between, I get it. At the same time, if they're not going to go after you, then you ought to be able to sit there and do that. But at the same time, the crowd sees it and they're like, well, he ain't. Well,
yeah, I'm sorry, but I'm that one guy. So
yeah, we know. But
yeah, no.
No, but I completely understand. Like, as a driver, I feel like that should be, to a certain extent, I feel like that should be up to the other drivers. Like, we're out there. Like, if I'm against you and I see you just sitting in there and not hitting anything, I'm going to go after you.
Yeah.
Like, the other drivers should take care of it, and it shouldn't even get to the point where the flagmen have to come out there.
Cross just made the exact point I was getting ready to say. When I was doing ours, I didn't care if you were going up to a car and 2 foot away, then gassing it, making the noise, making the effort to make the crowd feel like, oh, what was that? Like, if they're not paying attention and they hear that motor rev, even if it was my stock 305, like, it still makes enough noise and it puts the effort in to draw the attention of the people that are paying to come and put on that show. Because if you don't have people coming to watch the show that we are putting on, our sport's dead.
Yeah.
Like,
well, it's like back to what Jordan was saying with the whole, the crowd will be sitting there and, they'll pick out that one guy. And I'm guilty of it myself. I'll be like, dude, he hasn't touched nobody the whole night. So, yeah, I can agree with Jordan on that. And I can agree with Cody and everyone else on it,
It's a whole lot different when you're sitting there, though.
It is. It's a whole lot different. But,
you feel your foot moving and you're like, I'm doing something. Like, I'm trying. But
and at the same time, especially a $5,000, $10,000, $12,000 show, you see everybody else going wild, and you're like, well, if I drive smart, they're going to be hurt.
Yeah.
So you're
if
like,
I don't draw attention to myself by being that guy that's full tracking.
But then we see it a lot at Sturgis, prime example. Them guys that are just sitting there not hitting are the ones that get smoked when they're not paying attention.
Oh, yeah.
Walker said, you guys are getting mad dog at the man. He's just for making noise. And, he's not wrong. I watched it firsthand. There was a lot of guys out there that 2 or 3 minutes in, they were just hot rodding the crap out of cars around the track. Now, granted, there was guys that had cars that were just totally junk. But if making noise is all you got to do, then make the noise.
Yeah. It's one of them that's a fine line. It's, once again, like we've discussed on here many times, that's why even though we may get into it in the heat of stuff, I have a lot of respect for the guys on the wall because they have a job that's not easy at all.
Yeah.
As far as telling them guys to hit or whatever. Like you either get on that guy and tell him to hit, then he's going to be upset at you, or you don't. And then he sandbags, and then if he wins, then the crowd's going to be upset at you. And then the next day, everybody's posting, and you're the
sorry SOB.
So
I've been on about every aspect of motorsports, the driving side being probably the least because I'm always doing something else or financially unresponsible and don't do the right things to put myself in the seat, but whatever. But being on the wall is by far the hardest thing I've ever had to do. The people that you think are your buddies are trying to get stuff by you more than the ones that are just showing up. And me and Dad tried to make an example of our buddies and prove that they're not getting anything by that anybody else is. I think we was as hard on you guys as we were anybody. Wait, you guys were in Man and Dad's, didn't you? Yeah, that last one. But
yeah, because I got to inspect his car.
Yeah, but we knew that
see much.
if we keep the ones that are closest to us in rain, the ones that didn't have that same relationship would have the same positive note about it the next show. Yeah, that's definitely true. And me and Madeline were even talking about this same subject earlier this week about being how promoting is one of the hardest jobs you ever had, but it's also one of the most rewarding, knowing that you've put in the effort to have this event that all these people are coming to watch, that you was part of the reason why it happened. Yeah, and it hit definitely goodness.
Wow. But I'll go back to it. It's
There you go.
It's like Jordan and Cody were saying about, the guys on the wall. You almost have to put it like a fear into guys. Well, it's not just a fear. You got to put like the fear of respect in there.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
It's you gotta make guys respect your calls, and you also have to make the guys on the wall respect your actions on the track. It goes both ways.
That's for sure.
No matter what way you look at it, one instance can be the driver's fault. The other instance, it's like, well, the guys on the wall didn't do their job.
Yeah.
So it goes. You gotta have the combination, or like the respect aspect. It goes both ways. You gotta do what makes them happy, and they've got to try to do what makes you happy. So, there's a little bit of a factor of both of those that goes into it all.
Yeah.
I feel like one of the main things too, you get a lot of the talk on Facebook afterwards, guys that are complaining about that they just drove, they didn't hit. Some of them haven't ever been in a car or don't understand.
Yeah.
Like, kind of like what she said, like you feel like in the car you're hitting a lot, and then you go back and you watch it and you're like, wow, okay, I really wasn't hitting.
Well,
yeah, I had
that, like I don't know, like Garrett, for some reason I remember this moment. It was when we were at Salem, I think, when you and my dad ran.
Yes.
And I rode with my dad.
Yes.
One of the hardest hits I took was to you, and we barely touched, but I flew forward. It was nose to nose.
That was when I was working on a red X.
Yeah, we were nose to nose, and we barely hit, and I flew forward, and I was like, God, that hurt, kind of. Yeah. But like all the other hits, I mean, some of them hurt, but like the bigger ones that you like saw and heard, like
yeah,
I was like, damn, that one didn't even hurt. Like,
yeah, when we went flat out, and then you're like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
The other aspect of that, when you really, and I know everybody says that you're not in this to profit, but when you step back and you look at what you've got in a car, you're not just going to go out there and just completely destroy a car. And some people in the stands, that's what they want to see, but you don't understand. Like, them guys have months and months in that car, and they got a lot of, like, they're going out there to do as good as they possibly can.
Yeah.
Most people.
Yeah.
I was going to say, there's
like,
some guys that just don't care.
Yeah.
But I'll say it in this instance, 17 days I've put a car together that's going down to Freedom Hall. And no one wants to put 17 hard thrashing days, countless dollars into something, and then they just get thrown away just because the crowd wants to see you throw it away.
Yeah.
We're doing this at the expense of our own dollar for your enjoyment.
You kind of have to strategize a little bit.
Yeah.
Like,
I usually just try to drive the way everybody else on the track is. And it may not even be if everybody's going wild that I'm going wild, but at least, like they said, you got to move as much as everybody else is.
Yeah.
That way you blend.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, it's a hard call.
You gotta move on the track too. You can't, like, if you're next to one flagman, you can't stay there for 10 minutes. You gotta go to the other side, go see that flag. Tell everybody, hey. You gotta tell everybody, hey. You can't just stay in one spot.
Just be consistent with what's around you and don't stand out.
Yeah.
If you're standing out because you're not doing anything, or you're standing out because you're making full tracks, that's the ones that I'm going after.
Yeah.
Like, I may be like, I'm going to watch out for that guy, but I'm also going to find my way where I can stop him from doing that and making me the target later on. But yeah,
there's no
side note.
We got off topic, but there's no easy way around that whole entire topic.
Nope.
On either standpoint of it.
Yep. Yeah, we're excited to be down at Bourbon. We'll be down there hanging out. I think we're all going to be there pretty much all day from the gates open on. Yeah. Hit us up. We'll be down there. If you see us, stop us. Say hey. If we're busy, we'll say hey, not trap, but
Yeah,
we'll at least say hey.
Yeah.
It'd probably
But-
be better for you guys to talk to us at Sturgis again because we have a plan for a little different setup.
Well, and it's not that we're not saying don't come talk to us, but
No,
we're
no.
gonna have our hands full down there at Freedom Hall with so many different things that's going on between the guys that are running and we're trying to do things for it. And then we have a lot of apparel going down there. We have a lot of things going on down there. So don't get upset.
It may not get too deep.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
may have to. You may just have to wait just a couple minutes for us to get caught back up because I have a feeling we are not going to catch our breath the whole time until green flag drops. And
Yeah,
then we
probably when the show starts is
Yeah.
when we'll actually be able to be like,
Yeah.
"Whew," and actually
Yeah.
enjoy it.
But good thing about it down there, if you get there Friday night, get pre-inspected, you get 2 additional wires,
I don't give
9
a
wires.
crap about that 9-wire.
I like it. So I like that can be done. Go ahead and get that done, get impounded, and then that frees up your whole Saturday to be
Well,
able
it's
to.
cool for the guys that are ahead of schedule. There are guys that are not ahead of schedule at all.
But it's good incentive to go ahead and get that in. And,
Yeah,
I think it'll be taken
I think
advantage
they're
of.
trying to. I think they're trying to be efficient as possible.
Yeah,
about it all
and
that stuff.
I'm sure 100% that's why that was
Oh yeah.
incorporated. But
It's good. It's good to see shows and guys like Robbie and stuff doing that, doing what they can, being efficient. Doing whatever it takes to please the spectators as well as the drivers.
Yeah.
When it comes to the efficiency, bring the torches. Well, I guess we'll wait till Saturday to find out.
I ain't got a car going, so I ain't bringing nothing but t-shirts.
mine.
And a cooler.
Yeah.
I'll bring the snacks.
I'm not going to hold you to that because I'm still waiting on sourdough bread.
Well, the kitchen is back together. So,
Harold got sourdough bread.
well, that was right before the kitchen got tore apart.
Yeah.
I was
we got-
promised it the
we
same
got
time
some-
Harold got his.
I was going to
but-
say we got it too, so sorry, but you missed out.
Okay. I'll make you some.
Yeah, I'll believe it when I
Yeah,
see
can
it.
we just go ahead and leave, please?
I'll see myself.
All right.
Do you want to sub in?
See you later.
But so Bourbon's next weekend. We get it behind us. We have one more show. Then we have what I'm excited for. I mean, I'm excited for Bourbon, but I'm excited to get back to Sturgis. Been in talks with Wicked and Madeline. We will be set up down there. We will have our own little tent, place for us to hang out. We'll have some merch down there, have a place to do interviews, talk to drivers. We're hoping to do a lot of that. We want to get more content beforehand. We know service is terrible down there for us folks that have Verizon, so I'm looking into trying to figure out how to get a hotspot that'll work down there but not be a permanent purchase. So we'll see about that. Yeah.
Dustin, are you for real?
I will.
I thought it was a chicken, but yes, we'll do either.
I would.
Just saying.
I would chase a pig for a free shot.
Well,
feature.
I'm just saying, I would just like to watch that.
I'll
I will
definitely
participate.
participate.
Too,
Lather
but
that
I'll
sucker up
participate.
in oil, turn about 12 guys loose in the middle of the track with a hog.
You'll have more than 12.
Oh no, I'm just saying. Turn a bunch of guys
After
loose for it.
it's caught.
She is the best.
Hey.
The absolute best.
I tried to post an interview for like 10 hours.
It posted on our way home.
Yeah.
We was pulling up on
Posted
that cop, and I was like, we're getting ready to get into a roadblock. And then my phone dings. Kinley just posted on Adrenaline Junkies. I was like,
Walker, I think that's a good recommendation for Dustin.
Can we make Curtis?
Some show and make Curtis do it.
Yes, that's what I was about to say.
no.
Curtis with basketball shorts on and
A cowboy hat.
helmets.
Crocs.
Yeah.
Put them in some Crocs and 4-wheel drive. And turn
I'm
them.
out on that note. I'll do it if it's to get in the feature, but I ain't doing it for fun or for a halftime show.
I've got about 5 seconds of running left in me, and that's not for chasing a pig. So.
I already got the pig donated.
I
Sign me
guarantee
up.
you can get people to do
I
it.
Sign me
guarantee
up.
you get people do it.
Yeah.
sign me up.
Well,
I hadn't even
Why'd you even
started
think of
on a
that?
car.
Who thought of that?
Erica was with the
Erica-
chicken on Facebook.
Yeah, there was.
And I said that
Okay,
we would.
Erica.
She said it would be for like $100 or something, and I said Adrenaline Junkies will help sponsor that. But if it's-
the pig with the Adrenaline Junkies podcast.
slap a sticker on it.
But if it's for a feature spot, I don't want to be part of the purse unless I'm partaking in the prize.
Yeah.
But
We
yeah.
also can't forget we got Capital City is the same weekend as Bourbon.
oh yeah,
I have seen a bunch of cars headed that
Mhm.
direction.
Mm-hmm.
Man,
Yeah.
what I would give or what I wouldn't give.
you just got to clip it, buddy. It won't fly too far. But yeah, the amount of stuff that has been all over social media about that show is going. It's going to be unreal. I don't know. Sunday, can we have a watch party and miss everything or watch everything we missed?
Yeah, that'd be cool.
And I'm game.
Yeah.
More than game.
We got permission.
So
To be honest with you, I wasn't listening.
we're having a watch party on Sunday.
We can do
To
that.
catch up on everything.
Oh, Mom's birthday. I'll be there at some point. Sorry, Mom. We'll go after. But yeah,
So we're going to Jared's.
That's fine.
it's fine because we're going to Salem for Mom's birthday. So I'll drive there and then get in the vehicle with
They're
them.
20 minutes from Salem.
Yep. It just got even better.
There you go.
So
Done deal. Planned it. Sold.
Yep.
See you.
Write the check for it.
All right.
But yeah, Capital City Carnage just smash it, guys. They've taken Capital City. They've kind of done some more teams out there. Went from Blizzard being just straight up teams to now the Capital City Carnage it's going to have a lot more team atmosphere to it. They're still going to be one and dones, but I've seen cards on both sides of the team side and the single side, and I have a feeling if I sat down and read the rules and built a car, I'd probably like those rules a lot.
Mhm.
Just watching other guys build.
I've glanced through them. They're a pretty good set of rules.
So
They're pretty
we need to
solid.
talk to Smash It, Tim Jr.
Mhm.
Yep.
Maybe talk to him, get some insight on that. Insight on some upcoming stuff. Because, like I said, not only Smash It doing Blizzard in Capital City and all their local runs, but they went ahead and put out for the Indy Speedrome Derby.
Mhm. September 3rd.
I think it's one of the first weekends in September. But they put out the classes for it. Whatever.
I wanted to say September 13th.
Yeah.
Should be a Saturday.
They've got one full size class and then a couple small car and then an enduro up there. But
Mhm.
from what I understand, they have to get their feet wet up there. So moving forward, I think the Indy Speedrome Derby, I think they're going to take this first year and they're going to see what comes with it, and I think they'll build off of it. So I think Smash It's got some pretty cool stuff upcoming and add to the list of things they've got.
It'll definitely be cool to see that grow into something again.
Yeah.
yeah, I mean you got to start somewhere. You can't dive in every place you go
No.
and just
Well, I mean,
have a full-fledged
Yeah.
schedule.
no Big Derby was a great Big Derby the very first time.
Yeah.
No.
So we're definitely excited about that. Madeline just posted they won't be at Louisville because Austin will be running in Mississippi.
I've been
Was-
seeing a lot on that team show down there, which it's pretty similar rules to like what we ran down there in Russellville. There's a lot of teams down there, and I saw where a couple of the call outs from Sturgis, like it kind of laid over into that team show. There's been a couple call outs down there for that team show now, so
Oh my.
I'd say that one could probably get interesting.
Yeah. I told Madeline last week that I need to go watch Austin drive. I said, watch a ton of him on the wall, and I see how he promotes. I'd love to see the other side of it. It's been super cool getting to know them, and we wish him all the luck. So hopefully we got something to talk about on that show
Yeah,
too.
we'll try
as
to
well.
get some feedback from the Mississippi team show as well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that'd be cool.
Means our show after all this, we'll have plenty to cover.
Yes. May have to be a little bit longer than an hour.
We're already at 45 minutes, and we ain't even halfway through our bullet points.
Good Lord.
But back to Wicked. Team show's coming up. What weekend is that? March
21st.
21st, 22nd. There we go. We got our tickets, got our hotel room. We'll have booths set up down there. Come hang out with us. Come see us. They're going to be doing the team show.
It's going to be off the chain.
Yeah, I think they're going to have a few one and dones down there as well.
Yep.
It's going to be wild.
Yeah. The amount of call outs and
online drama
grief that has already been started.
And
that is
still a few weeks away.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of the concentration right now is on Capital City and Bourbon. You get them two out of the way this weekend coming up. All the focus is
it's just festering right now, and it's getting ready to blow up. I think every day on my lunch break or whatever, my first search is Wicked Derbies, and I just type it in up top, and I see what they've been tagged in, and it just seeing the different comments and the I don't even know what words to use. The animosity that is building between the two.
Or
Appreciative. And I said it right that time, I think. We all struggle from time to time. I just happen to do it more than others. But we're extremely excited to get down there. We'll be there both Friday and Saturday. It's going to be awesome. We got a new setup. We've never had a setup. It's still new, so it's a new setup.
It's just the way you said it. We'll never even have a setup, actually.
We're getting closer.
Yeah. So we're going to be bringing mics. We've got wireless mics, and we're going to bring our setup here down to the track. See what we can come up with film-wise. We're excited. So if you see us at either Bourbon or Wicked, make sure to come say hi. If you want
to have a long table.
Yeah, there's one there, one inside.
Speaking of Wicked, do you want to
do
this?
I forgot about the giveaway.
Well, if you want one, if you want to use that one for merch, my mom's got one, the one that we used to use back in the day.
We're not taking that one. It's not got stable legs.
Okay,
just saying.
Dana.
Just saying, we can take it to set stuff on.
Yeah, I've got 2 or 3 of those in the house too. Speaking of Wicked, we're doing we did a giveaway for us hitting 1,000 followers on Facebook. It's going to be, what do we say, t-shirt and hoodie or hat and hoodie?
Hat
and hoodie. And
koozie.
no koozie wasn't in on that. They don't get that. No. And a weekend pass.
Oh yeah.
To Sturgis.
That does include Friday and Saturday.
Yes. So Friday, Saturday pass, t-shirt, and a hoodie. So we had a bunch of people enter. Oh, heck yeah. Thank you. So we've got them in our little black bucket and see who we can pull out.
That's all the
Yeah.
names that entered into the drawing.
Yep. We posted it last week, ran it for a week,
Yes.
and
It was open to anybody that
come out and
followed the directions.
Guest star.
come on, Vanna. She ain't on camera. She gotta get in. No,
can't just have the hand.
No, sir.
gotta smile. Who we got?
Les Warren.
Les Warren. That's funny.
Yeah, that's cool.
It's AJ's
dad.
So.
Oh yeah.
I can get a hold of him or whatever, but yeah, I saw him down here last time.
Yep.
So
that's pretty cool.
Good deal.
We'll get a hold
His
of
boy
us.
AJ ran with or against
us at Russellville, and boy, did he give us a run from it.
Yep, twice. In the heat and the
Twice.
feature. Yep. It's still pretty cool
Super,
coming down to
the
both of
cool
them.
part is Les, super cool dude. AJ, super cool. Those guys are all super cool. So
Yep. That'll be a name that's known for a while, I'd say.
if
The way he's 16 down there?
16,
16, 17?
or that's AJ's uncle. Les is AJ's uncle.
Okay.
Yes, uncle.
Um,
But yeah, they're all super cool dudes.
yep. I guess it was probably Les I was talking to after the Derby. Then
Probably so.
he introduced himself as his uncle. I didn't catch a name, but yeah, they're super cool. We're excited to see that go to them. So we'll get a hold of Les, get his size that he needs, and we'll have it down there for him. I'm glad you remembered that, Kinley, because I completely forgot, and it's not on my to-do list. So yeah, Bourbon Beatdown next weekend, 2 weeks following Sturgis Wicked Team Show. We'll be at both of them. We'll have some recap of Bourbon and Capital City, hopefully, for the next show, and hopefully a lot more drama to cover before the Wicked.
I hope it's not drama, but
I mean, just the tea, not like
entertainment.
Yeah, not like anything crazy. Just the tea.
There's drama after every derby.
Yeah.
I like to not get too deep into the actual drama.
No, we don't.
Entertainment part.
We don't want to be in it, but we want to cover the tea.
Yeah.
I think that's what they call it these days.
Something like that. That's the N word. Like that's the word that's used all the time. Like that's the N word.
Oh, the N word.
No, good Lord.
Yeah, I was like,
that's like the word that everyone is using. That's N right now.
N as in I-N.
I-N.
Yeah.
So we got that.
You
guys were talking about some new products right before we started.
Yeah, it's kind of something I want to talk about because I've seen a lot of good things. Jordan's seen it, and I think we've all seen it here, and it continually gets better by the day. 31X built, William Mongan, I think. I don't remember. Monaghan, yeah.
He goes by that, though. Mongo.
He has been putting out some really, really good trucks.
Yep.
We have been talking about how some of these shows are letting you get real creative with that stuff, and it's super cool. It's super cool to see. Super cool to see some of the stuff he does.
Go ahead.
And he's putting out halos for your cages, window bars, trunk jobs, you name it. He can do it all. And last I saw, he was very well priced.
Yeah, you got that back bumper. I think just the back bumper alone is like $200, which we all know the price up over that probably.
Yeah.
Sorry, Jay.
Causing a ruckus.
No kidding.
I tried to go without the power cord because it causes a buzz. So now battery's dying. So we got to
back to where we were. But yeah, any rate, 31X built. Look him up on Facebook. Look up his personal profile.
Great work.
Yeah, he's got some great work, great products. He can get them to just about anywhere. He goes to most all the shows. And I just kind of wanted to give him a shout out because he's a stand-up dude. He's helping everybody nowadays. I mean, it doesn't matter if they're close to him or not. I've been seeing some guys he'll travel a stage or two away, to help them, and so super cool to see guys like that, and super cool to see some of that work because again, I like the creativity aspect of it, and he does a really good job with all that stuff.
I like seeing some of these newer names. I've been out of it for a while. I don't see a lot of these same builders. So like 31X, that was a vendor that I'm not familiar with. So seeing stuff like that is pretty cool. There's our buddy Cody. Yeah, we're trying, buddy. We're every show we're trying to add a little something to it. But yeah, we'll definitely see you down there this weekend. I'll be at work Friday night, so I'll be trying to sleep a little bit Saturday and be there first thing Saturday morning. But yeah, we'll be down there this weekend. Cody's the announcer for Wicked Derbies. Good buddy that we met that last show, so we're extremely appreciative of that relationship. But yeah, I love seeing these vendors' names I don't recognize. Like I love seeing all of our old ones that
Yeah.
I've purchased from in
I
the
like
past.
seeing
But
new products guys are starting to put out.
yeah,
MLR's had a couple here recently. Ryan Rui, he's had a couple here recently. Goes back to the 31X. He's had a handful of, some nice stuff that he does. TNT, our hometown guy, just all that stuff, because at the end of the day, I mean, when you sit back and think about how much this stuff has changed, it is absolutely insane.
yeah.
It's super cool. Super, super cool.
That's cool. I didn't know you was announcing in there too, buddy. That's awesome.
But I think that covers all our checkpoints.
Cross was in here a little bit ago. Touch on some future dates down the road. He's got Madison Jefferson County Fair. He's looking to add some classes if there is participants that are willing to commit already. Powder Puff seems like it's the one that's growing the quickest. But if you are interested, check out his Facebook page, 907 Promotions, or Dustin Cross, just his personal page, and see that. If you are a lady wanting to join in on that fun, let him know. He's trying to keep track of a count of who is committed, so he can be better prepared for that as well.
And have a better payout.
Yeah.
I want to show up to better payouts.
Yeah, ladies, you guys need to sign up for that.
Well, last I heard, he needed 10, and I think he's got 10. So
That's
last
awesome.
I saw was 8. I mean, I'm not saying you're wrong,
Yeah.
but that's the last I saw. So that's
I think I know for a fact that I know of at least 10 females that will be on the track in a car. So
I feel like you're gonna you may not have, or that you'll probably have a few that won't pre-sign up, but
Yeah.
that once they know for sure that it's happening, they'll probably put something together.
And what do you say? Top 3 finishers?
Top 3 finishers
Go directly to the
straight
feature?
And
the car.
the car, whoever is driving the car in the Powder Puff doesn't have to drive it if they choose to not.
Cody says sign Madeline up for the Powder Puff. I want to see it. I'm ready. So we've got the live. We're watching the live video on our live video of who's getting ready to win the the raffle car for Bourbon Beatdown, the street stock division. I've got an entry. My dad's got an entry. I think Walker is in the chat. He's got a spot or two.
So if you hear it through our stuff, sorry.
So
Cody
we're going
Walker
live with this. Oh, that ain't me.
Hopefully he actually jumps that car.
Yeah, I hope they put it on a show with it.
Yeah.
Her place is in the booth, not a car. I don't know. I think I saw the look in your eye a few times that you could do it. I got faith in you. But Cross, he's got 5 Paoli shows.
It's a handful.
Yeah, there's several Paoli shows over in Orange County. He's picking more up by the year. We're excited to see where he goes from that. I still haven't updated the website like I keep saying I'm going to. Why isn't there more time in the day? They just make me work more if there was.
Yeah.
But we'll get all those dates updated. We've got the Wicked show on our website, adrenalinejunkiespod.com. We got Bourbon on there. And as we get more events submitted to us, we'll get those on there too. I plan to get all crosses on there that I know of. Yeah, Walker, we was devastated. Jackie, I did see your comment a minute ago, and I didn't mean to ignore you, but yes, we can get you a shirt. Message the page afterwards, and we'll get you hooked up. But yeah, we're excited about everything that's coming up. Next month is going to be huge.
There's going to be a lot to cover, a lot to talk about.
Yeah, we're going to try and do better at keeping track of who finishes where and remembering the next episode we have, so we can talk about that, discuss some big hitters. The last time We just did a brief overview. We had our winners, but we'll try and break down some of that run some more. Saw what we like, what we didn't like, that kind of stuff.
I definitely think we learned a lot from Sturgis in January.
Oh, yeah.
And some things that we needed to improve on, and then some other things that we kind of want to try. So,
Yep.
It'll only continue to get better.
Yep. We're extremely excited for this. Jared's had a bunch of time in the garage. Jordan's getting the house back together so they can get in the garage.
Yep.
I don't want to talk about garage stuff.
I'm just working. Don't have time to even look at a garage.
You're in one right now.
This is not a garage. All it's got is 110 in it. Like, you can't do nothing cool, and got a laser in the center of it. Like this, no, this is a shop, like
Laser.
workshop, not a garage. Not cool. But yeah, we can't
Appreciate
thank
everybody.
Yeah, can't thank everybody enough for tuning in. I've been getting tons of messages personally, and the group's been getting tons of messages.
Any information, any tea, anything that we are missing, need to cover, as always, message the page.
Any shows from your area or whatever that you would like for us to cover?
We're not opposed to any show anywhere in the United States. No. We will do our best to cover it to the fullest extent, as long as we know about it, because there's a lot of shows that we either miss, or
if you can get us like when it is and
the deets
promoting it, and then we'll do our homework and we'll talk about it.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's felt warmer today. Kind of felt like we are breaking the winter cycle of being able to.
Sounded like spring.
Yeah, I told Jordan it sounded like spring.
Running water.
She told me the other day that it sounded like spring. Well, for one, it was cold that day, but it was
wasn't
actually
that cold.
But it was actually sunny, and I responded back just completely confused. And I was like, "What does spring sound like?"
Birds chirping.
And she's like,
That's what I was going to say.
She said, "I'm just like, I mean, yeah, but it's cold still." But yeah.
She didn't say it felt like spring. She said it sounded like
I
it.
just had never heard anybody say it sounded like spring. I've always heard it feels like spring, looks like spring, whatever. And she said it sounded like spring.
It looked like spring. It sounded like
Hell
spring.
no, it didn't. I'm still cold.
Oh, goodness.
This is just a small clip into our everyday life.
Still no sourdough bread, but
Cody.
Yeah. So if you need merch, hit us up. We're trying to get everything together for the next 2 big shows. I got to place another order here soon. So if you know what you want prior to, let us know.
That, or you can go to the website too. If it saves you time or makes it easier for you to decide what you want, go to our website. Our merch is on there. You can go on the website, figure out what you want, and we'll get the order. And if that's quicker and easier than trying to talk back and forth about it, then we can do that as well.
Yep. My buddy Craig just joined. He goes live playing American Trucking Simulator, and I watch him every morning. He's from like here, and he goes to Derby, so
Really?
We became buddies real quick. He probably has no idea which one I was until now, but thanks for tuning in, buddy. He entered in the raffle too. So, but yeah, we'll see y'all at Bourbon. We'll see y'all at Wicked. Can't thank our sponsors enough. Babbs Custom Signs, Jess, Richey, and Archie Campbell, TNT Fab, Paca Punch Creations, Wicked Derbies. Did I say them? Yep. Wicked Derbies. Solar Control jumped on this week. Window tinting, and Coyote Customs. So,
thanks to all those guys.
Yep.
We greatly appreciate everybody.
And girls. It goes farther than you think.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
So we can't appreciate them all enough.
Yep. Every penny is huge. It's what is making this possible and making us grow. I felt like it was Christmas today when everybody walked in. I was like, look what we got. Look what we got.
Look at our microphones, guys. Oh my god. These are nice though.
I was gonna say, you was excited about that. Like an hour and 20 minutes ago.
We've got a lot of like new equipment like that. That's prime example of the sponsorship.
Yep. It all just goes to help make the show better.
No.
So thanks to everybody.
Yep. We'll see y'all in 2 weeks. If anything crazy
2
happens.
1 week, buddy. Next weekend.
Dude, we have 6 days.
I'm talking about the next episode.
I thought you. Yeah. Okay. Sorry.
But-
Go ahead, carry on.
yeah.
Sorry.
Sorry, guys.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
We will try and go live down there at some point.
Yeah.
We'll,
We should have good reception. Hopefully.
yeah,
That'd be
so
cool.
we'll have another 7.5 episode.
Yeah.
Get you some stuff down there at Kentucky. See what's going on. Maybe driver or two will want to talk. Get Dino on the camera. See what that'll. I don't know. If we should do that.
He said, I don't know that I want to get on the camera.
We'll get him early.
What? Yeah. We'll talk to him. We'll get him on there.
Maybe that'll be a pre-recorded one.
I think we can get him.
Dino filter.
But
Heck yeah, buddy. We'll be down there. I'll talk to you. But yeah, we're excited. We'll see y'all down there. Come say hey. Yeah.
I guess that's it.
Appreciate y'all.
We'll see y'all later.